Life Philosophies Unleashed.
All right, let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself staring at your bank balance, wondering why saving money feels like carrying water in a leaky bucket? Like, no matter how much you earn, it just disappears. Trust me, I've been there. But here's the thing, this isn't just your problem or mine. This is humanity's age-old struggle with wealth. And guess what? Someone figured it all out almost a century ago and wrote it down in a book so simple and profound that it's still shaking up lives today. Yup, I'm talking about The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. And let me tell you, this isn't just another dusty self-help book about getting rich quick. It's a treasure chest of timeless wisdom dressed up as parables from ancient Babylon. You know, the city that practically invented wealth? What's crazier is how the lessons from this book still matter today. Actually, they might matter more today, especially in this world of EMS, credit cards, and endless subscriptions. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you're gonna walk away with golden rules for building wealth that'll last you a lifetime. Ready? Let's dive in. The backstory of Babylon. Why it's relevant. You see, Babylon wasn't just a city. It was the epicenter of ancient wealth. Think about it as the Wall Street of the ancient world. It had the richest people, the smartest traders, and a financial system that would put some modern ones to shame. And in this backdrop, Clason chose to base his lessons, turning what could have been boring financial advice into gripping stories. Why? Because people love stories. They're sticky. They teach you without boring you to death. Now, here's the kicker. While the book is set in ancient times, the struggles and solutions feel eerily modern. People back then worried about saving, investing, and living beyond their means just like we do today. They had debt problems. They had FOMO, well, maybe not the kind we have on Instagram, but still, they felt it. And that's why these lessons resonate. They're about humans, not just money. The 7 Cures for a Lean Purse, simplified. Now, let's get into the meat of it. The book gives us 7 cures for a lean purse. Fancy name, but don't worry, it's just 7 rules for building wealth. And trust me, they're not rocket science. They're simple, practical, and life-changing if you actually apply them. 1. Start thy purse to fattening. The first rule is straightforward. Save at least 10% of what you earn. Sounds easy, right? But here's the thing, most people don't do it. Why? Because they're busy spending every rupee they make. Think of your income as a pie. If you eat the whole pie, what's left? Nothing. But if you set aside just one slice, just 10%, you're planting the seeds for your financial future. Let's be real. Saving money isn't glamorous. It's not going to get you likes on Instagram. But it's like planting a tree. You won't see results immediately, but give it time. And one day, you'll be sitting in the shade of that tree, sipping lemonade while your money grows. So, the next time you get paid, pay yourself first. Trust me, your future self will thank you. 2. Control thy expenditures. This one's a game changer. Stop spending more than you need to. Sounds simple, but let's be honest, it's not. We live in a world that's designed to make us spend. Every ad you see, every sale, every limited time offer is a trap. Marketers are literally trained to trigger your FOMO and make you believe you need things you don't. So here's a tip before buying anything. Ask yourself, do I really need this, or do I just want it because it's on sale? Most of the time, it's the latter. And remember, cutting back doesn't mean living like a monk. It just means being intentional. Choose experiences over stuff. Prioritize what truly matters. 3. Make thy gold multiply. Here's where it gets exciting. Saving is great, but saving alone won't make you rich. You've got to put your money to work. Think of your money as a little army. Don't let it sit idle in a savings account earning next to nothing. Send it out into the world to bring back reinforcements. Investing can be intimidating. I get it. But it doesn't have to be. Start small. Look into index funds, mutual funds, or even low-risk government bonds. The key is to start. And don't underestimate the power of compounding. It's like magic. Small amounts grow into big amounts over time. Just be consistent and patient. 4. Guard thy treasures against loss. This one's all about being smart with your investments. Don't chase get-rich-quick schemes. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Do your research. Seek advice from people who actually know what they're talking about, not random experts on the internet. Think of it like this. Would you hand over your prized possessions to someone you just met? No, right? So why treat your money any differently? Be cautious, but don't let fear paralyze you. 5. Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. Now, this is a controversial one. The book suggests owning your home, but in today's world, that's not always the best move. What's important is making smart decisions about where you live. Whether you rent or own, your home shouldn't drain your finances. It should support your goals, not sabotage them. 6. Ensure a future income. This is about planning for the long haul. Retirement, emergencies, your kids' education. You need a plan for all of it. Start building a safety net today. Think of it as insurance for your future self. 7. Increase thy ability to earn. And finally, never stop learning. Your skills are your biggest asset. The more valuable you are in the market, the more you'll earn. So invest in yourself. Take courses, read books, learn new things. The world is changing fast, and if you don't keep up, you'll get left behind. Why these lessons matter today. Here's where things get real. Back in Babylon, they didn't have TikTok influencers pushing you to buy skincare routines or crypto bros promising you the moon. Today, we're bombarded with distractions and temptations. And that's why these principles are more relevant than ever. They cut through the noise and remind you of what truly matters, building a solid financial foundation. Think about it. We live in a time where it's easier than ever to make money online, but also easier than ever to lose it. Scams, bad investments, and plain old lack of discipline can wipe you out. But if you follow the Babylonians' advice, you've got a blueprint to navigate this chaos. Modern analogies to ancient wisdom. Let's break it down with a modern twist, shall we? Saving 10% is like hitting the gym. The first month? Painful. The second month? Slightly better. 6 months in, you're hooked. And investing? It's like gardening. You don't see the results immediately, but one day, boom, you've got a garden full of fruits. And controlling your expenses? That's like decluttering your closet. Feels tough to let go, but afterward, you're lighter, freer, happier. You see, these aren't just financial lessons. They're life lessons. They teach you discipline, patience, and the power of small, consistent actions. And who doesn't need more of that in their life? Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Let's address the elephant in the room. Even if you've read the book or know these principles, you might still be struggling. Why? Because knowing isn't doing. It's easy to say, I'll save next month, or I'll invest when I have more money. But here's the harsh truth. Tomorrow never comes. You've got to start now, no matter how small. And don't fall into the trap of thinking you need a windfall to get started. Even saving $500 a month can snowball into something big if you stick with it. The legacy of the richest man in Babylon. You know what's wild? This book was written in 1926. Almost 100 years later, it's still changing lives. Why? Because it's not about quick fixes or gimmicks. It's about universal truths, things that'll matter 100 years from now, too. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just listen to this and move on. Pick one principle, just one, and put it into action today. Start saving. Cut an unnecessary expense. Or open an investment account. Whatever it is, take that first step. Because, as the Babylonians said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Actually, wait, was that them or Confucius? Doesn't matter, it's still true. All right, so there you have it, the timeless wisdom of the richest man in Babylon, and why it matters more than ever. Remember, building wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how you manage it. And with these principles, you've got a roadmap to get started. Now, I want to hear from you. Which principle are you going to start applying today? Drop it in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to take control of our financial futures. And hey, if you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep hustling, stay inspired, and remember you've got this. What do you think?